You ever wonder why some super talented people struggle financially, while others without all the skills or education seem to make a ton of money? Yeah, me too. But here's the deal. There's one key difference between wealth and poverty, and guess what? It's got nothing to do with talent. Today, I'm going to spill the secret to attracting wealth into your life. It's simple but powerful because, let me tell you, wealth isn't just for a select few. It's your right to be abundant. The Bible even backs me up on this. To whoever has, more will be given, but to those who don't, even what they have will be taken away. So what's the trick? It's all about aligning with the right frequency, the wealth frequency. And to get there, you need to know where to start. Joseph Murphy, ever heard of him? He was a Christian church minister and one of the most famous writers of the 20th century. His book Asterisk, The Power of the Subconscious Mind Asterisk, is a bestseller for a reason. This guy dedicated his life to teaching people the science of attracting wealth, and today I'm going to give you his most powerful teachings. Let me tell you about a story he shared. A single mom of 3 kids wrote him a letter explaining how desperate she was. She'd lost her job, couldn't pay her mortgage, and didn't know what to do. Total rock bottom stuff. Murphy felt for her, so he called her up and gave her a simple piece of advice. Repeat this phrase over and over like a mantra. He told her to say, God meets all my needs instantly. I have absolute confidence that God's wealth is flowing to me now. You might be thinking, does that really work? Well, here's what I know. What you focus on expands. If you're constantly stuck in a negative mindset, worried about bills and what you don't have, you're not going to attract the good stuff. But if you start to believe that good things can and will happen to you, you're setting yourself up to welcome abundance. Take the example of the woman I mentioned before. Joseph Murphy shared with this woman a simple yet powerful technique to turn her life around. He told her that by repeating certain affirmations with belief and emotion, she was setting herself up to attract opportunities. By focusing on these positive statements, she would begin to see that God was sending solutions her way, covering her needs, and resolving her financial issues. Murphy urged her to say these words with feeling, envisioning that her bills were paid, her children were fed, she had a job, and all was well. Here's the incredible part. Within a few days, this woman got a call from her half-sister in Holland, someone she had only met once. Her sister decided to visit, and guess what? She brought $10,000 as a gift. Talk about unexpected blessings. But that's not all. Soon after, the woman landed a job as a secretary in a doctor's office. Within 4 months, she and the doctor fell in love and got married. Suddenly, her life was full of abundance and joy. All this because she embraced the first principle of generating wealth. Thought is the only immaterial power that can produce material wealth. Murphy emphasizes that if you want to attract good things into your life, you have to ditch the negative talk. No more saying things like, I don't have money, I'm always in debt, or I come from a poor family. Quantum physics shows that what we focus on becomes our reality, so if you keep dwelling on the negatives, you'll keep attracting more of the same. Instead, you need to shift your mindset toward abundance. Think about what you want, not what you lack. Want a life of peace, happiness, and financial stability? Start by filling your mind with thoughts of wealth and prosperity. Joseph Murphy's book is filled with stories of people who used this approach to transform their lives. One of his stories is about a couple in their 70s who attended his Sunday conferences. They were struggling, barely affording food, and felt too old to find work. Despite their age and circumstances, they began practicing these positive affirmations, and their situation turned around. Joseph Murphy had this great piece of advice for when negative thoughts start creeping in. You know, those thoughts like, you'll never have money, or your life is going nowhere. He said that whenever you catch yourself thinking like that, immediately counter it with positive affirmations. He suggested a couple of really good ones. In tough times, wealth is always available to me, and God provides me with everything I need right when I need it. There was this older couple who took his advice to heart. They were struggling financially, so they decided to hold hands and repeat these affirmations together. A few days later, there's a knock at the door, and it's a man who wants to buy a piece of desert land they own. This was land they'd bought 20 years ago and then completely forgotten about because it was pretty much worthless. No water, no value. But this man offered them $1,000 for it because his company wanted to run some studies on it. Boom. Just like that, they had some serious cash to help turn their finances around. The point is, you can do this too. You can change your reality by changing your mindset. We often get told that being poor is somehow virtuous, but that's just a way to keep people down. Politicians and other power players like to push this idea so that when they throw us a few crumbs, we think they're doing us a favor. But the truth is, wealth is your birthright. You just need to stop seeing it as something evil and start embracing it. When you see someone with money, instead of wondering how they got it or resenting them, try blessing them. Say, good for them. When you do that, you're aligning yourself with the frequency of abundance. It's like attracts like. It's a proven concept. So where's your focus? Are you thinking about what you don't have or what you want to attract into your life? I know this can work because I've been there. So what's the key takeaway here? Feel like you already have the wealth you desire. Don't dwell on what you're missing. Start embracing the idea that you deserve prosperity, and then watch how it starts showing up in your life. You have the power to create your own reality. Just remember, thoughts become things, so make sure your thoughts are focused on abundance, not lack. What does this story teach us? It shows that if you're stuck in a mindset of poverty, you'll stay there. But if you believe that wealth is within reach, you'll find a way to get there. Your mind is a gold mine of possibilities. You just have to believe it. Everything we use today, from electricity to television, started as an idea in someone's mind. So start by changing the way you think. Feel the way you'd feel if you had all the wealth you needed. How would you act if you had every bill paid and every comfort at your fingertips? That's the vibe you need to align with. Picture it in your mind, and soon you'll start seeing it in your reality. The more you focus on abundance, the more you'll attract it. I really hope all the wealth and abundance in the world come your way. Just believe it, and you'll see it happen. Thank you for watching.